Yay. Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the last week of February. We're fired up. There's so many exciting things going on to tell you all about. So I'm gonna do announcements first, and then we're gonna jump into some great training. So a couple reminders about February and the things to focus on this last week of the month. You can earn your key jewelry. Who's already earned their key jewelry? How do you earn your key jewelry? 600 more. 600 wholesale cumulative for the entire month. Also this last week, I'm giving away these super cute earrings, which I need to go grab and give away. But I'm giving away these super cute earrings for two things. For every wholesale order you place, and for every 5 people you share the business opportunity with from, I think it was the 19th till the end of the month. Okay, yes, these super cute earrings, I have a bunch of them up front, and I know that a few people have already earned them from the 19th to the end of the month. If you already earned them, stand up. Where are you at? Woo! Yeah! So when Courtney's part of the product knowledge, I will grab the earrings and make sure that you guys get them. I have on my list Jana, Diana, Delia, Rachel, Shannon, Shelly, and Amanda. So you guys can get them during the break. If not, then you may have not. Caroline just earned hers too. Why do I not have your info on there? I know I'm not forgetting about you. I'm like, I hadn't written this one down, but I've written that one down. Anyways, and then the other big thing, and the last week I just posted this going along with that. Where's Miss Samantha? Where is she, Sam? You can earn this gorgeous beauty coat this month. Who wants that beauty coat? That thing is gorgeous. You can earn the beauty coat when you go and try it for your car in the month of February. So yeah, she's like, thank you. Yes. I love the beauty coat. When we were at $1 Million Weekend, Kristen Sharp, National Sales Director, she literally wears this everywhere to all her friends, but also when she's out and about running errands because it's a conversation starter. Super cute. So you can earn yours when you go and try it for your car this month. How do you go and try it for your car? 5 active and 5,000. Yeah, sit down. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. So
if we go on Target, are you going to get our name embroidered with that too? I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, if you do 10,000 wholesale, I'll yeah, if you do. Right. But you'll get the beauty coat, which is gorgeous. Nice try. Hey, you can do 10,000. Why not? I'm sure we'll run some promotion if you get there. It's awesome. Okay, and then actually I have another promotion that none of you know about yet because I haven't posted it yet. So career conference is coming up, right? Yeah. Well, I'll explain career conference first and tell you about the promotion. So career conference. How many of you already gone and registered for career conference? Woo! Who's gonna get registered for career conference? Woo! Okay, those of you that may be on the fence or not really sure, career conference is a game changer. It's a game changer. If you want more in your business, it is literally going to be something that will take your business to the next level. It helps you get the bigger picture. I'll explain real quick because we have lots of new people in the room. This only happens once a year. So it's not like, oh, there's a new conference next month. No, this is like once a year. It's not, it doesn't happen often. And it's the cheapest event locally. The other big event we have is our seminar where that's all America. There's like 10,000 people. But this is local in Denver. And so all you're paying for is the event and then hotel and of course driving and food. But it is totally reasonable for what it will do for your business. Yes. So you get, it does cost $95. You pay for it. You only have till the end of this month to sign up for it to guarantee a spot. So you have till Thursday night to sign up for it to guarantee yourself a spot. After career conference, your next Friday, you'll get $80 retail for free. So really it ends up costing you $15. Do you not think your business success is $15? Okay. And it's so much fun. We always have a blast. And so it's fun. It's girlfriend time. It's motivating and encouraging. And you're making an investment in yourself. You know, if you were a hairstylist and they have to go to hair conferences and stuff to stay up with the time, and they're hundreds of dollars and it's required. You know, ours is not required, but I'm telling you that, I gotta mute this real quick. That I'm telling you that it's totally worth it. And I've literally seen people leave. I went to this career conference as a new consultant. I was 4 days in. I literally was like, you, Roberta. I had like not even got my kit yet. I didn't know what all this was, and they told me at this conference. And I remember getting in the back of a car on the way to Oregon, on the way to Portland, like, what have I just done? I don't even know these ladies. And that changed everything. That's, I believe, the reason I moved as quickly as I did is I got the bigger picture. So don't miss out on Career Conference. You can still sign up for it till Thursday. Hotels. I posted, well, Pam has all the info for hotels. Those of you that are registered and plan on going, if you want a hotel, you have to sign up by March 1st to guarantee be a part of our room block. So Pam has so graciously taken charge of that and has all the room block stuff figured out. I did post earlier, if you need a roommate and are not in a room, let me know, comment on there, let Pam know, and we will make sure that everyone who needs a roommate can get a roommate. Got it? You don't have any questions about Career Conference in general? Okay, it's gonna be awesome. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Sign up for it. Okay, so the announcement that I haven't told you yet about Career Conference is, so we are gonna do, if you're a red jacket, so if you have 3 or more active before Career Conference, you get to come to special training before the conference. So it's typically Friday night from 7 to 10 is when it starts for everybody. Those of you that are in your red jacket, you get to come from 3:30 to 5. There's special training just for directors and just for reds, okay? Those of you that get in their red jacket in our area before, so it's everyone in the room, before then get to join us for lunch. We're going to meet for lunch, just the directors. We're going to go to Cheesecake Factory. Yes, I know. Yeah, the pregnant lady likes Cheesecake Factory. Everybody likes Cheesecake Factory. Oh, Kelly, you're meant to go. So we're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory before the conference, just red jackets and directors, okay? And then we'll head over to the convention all together. So anyone who's in the red jacket before the conference gets to come. However, anybody who goes on tour for their car this month gets to come, but you also get you get the beauty coat, and then we'll pay for your lunch with the directors. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
What time do you think?
I haven't decided, but I would recommend like people, well, I'll go up together around noon, probably noon or 1, probably that way we have plenty of time to get over. Yeah, those of you that work are probably going to take off that day. So, all right, there's that, and then okay, this is the last few days of the starter kit promotion. What is Mary Kay putting in the starter kit this month? Tone correcting serum and vitamin C squares, which Courtney's going to tell you guys about, because there's this huge promotion that Mary Kay just launched today. Did you guys see that? Did you get the text and the email? Anybody who orders, it's a BOGO, buy one, get one free on the vitamin C squares. So we're going to go over that and explain, make sure everyone understands what this is. Because I know some of you are like, oh, that's nice. I don't know what that is. But I want you to make sure you know how to sell this, because this could be a lot of extra money in your pocket. Any questions on that? So don't forget about that. So the last, yes, in the catalog, that's another great announcement. Those of you that signed up for the preferred customer program, anyone signed up for the preferred customer program? Okay. The catalogs dropped this last week. So if you have not called your customers yet, they got the new catalog with a sample of the vitamin C squares. Now you have a perfect reason to reach out to them and say, hey, did you try that? Do you know what it is? And now after tonight, you're gonna be able to explain to them what it is, how to use it, so that you can upsell, because it's a phenomenal product. It's one of our biggest sellers, but it's also one of those things I think a lot of people don't talk about enough, because they don't know. Once again, I would highly recommend, if you want to sell a ton of these, start using them. I would order a pack for yourself and start using them, because then you're gonna be more excited about them, okay? The other announcements going along with that is the repair set. That deal is still going. We're all like in shock. We're all in shock. We never know. Like one day it's going to sell out. We're not sure. It could happen tonight. It could happen tomorrow. Like, yeah, it could happen at any time. So let me explain that really quickly. Make sure you guys know. I've never seen them do this. All those top directors are like, what? That's a ridiculously good deal. So the repair set is $205. The repair set's $205 normally. They came out with a new improved lifting serum, and the new and improved lifting serum has gotten rancid rave that it is just phenomenal. But there was a problem with the pump, there was a malfunction with the pump, and so they made this product, and they have it left over, and they were going to just throw it all away, but instead they decided to give it to you guys for free, and all of us for free. So you can order the repair set is now $135 retail. So they get the new lifting serum for free. It's about a 90% chance that it'll work. Mine was fine. I haven't had a problem with it, but there are some that the pump is broken. But if that's your customers, they're not paying for it. All you do is twist it open and pour it in your hand. Like, yeah, they do it anyway. Exactly. So it's not a big deal, and it's a crazy good deal for your customers. This is also a great time for you to reach out to people who maybe wanted the repair set, but maybe they couldn't afford the price point at that time, to reach out to them and say, hey, Laura, I know when we met, you really loved the repair set. You loved it, I know. Well, guess what? It's on sale, and you get the lifting serum for free. That I know. Why not? What are you doing? Give me a credit card. I'm just kidding.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it? I don't have to think.
It's like literally just informing them, but you guys will not, you don't know when it's going to sell out. So if you've not already sold, so there's a maximum of 5. And I would challenge you to sell 5 more, and we'll figure out a way for you to get it. Just saying. Well, I shouldn't say that recorded, but you're gonna get them. But seriously, it was quick money. Like anybody I sent it to, they were all about it.
On
You know?
Saturday, I was at $20 in sales, and today I'm at $665.
Just
And
for
it's-
telling them.
Just telling people. They're like, oh, okay, that sounds perfect. All right, sign me up.
Why would
What
you
do I
not?
have to do? Also, I want this, this, and this.
Yeah, it's a great reason to reach out to them. I posted a few scripts on our Facebook page. Could you guys not all get excited about selling over $600 this week? Woo! Minimally, you sell 5 of those sets. That's, I don't even know what the math is on 135 times 5. Yeah. Yes. So anyways, don't want you to forget about that, but we don't know how long it's going to last. So if you've not sold your 5, get on it. Okay. There's no reason why you can't. Okay. I think that is it. The announcements. Any other questions? Comments?
We need help, cleaners help tonight.
Yes,
And
so
we don't
cleaning,
like to-
yes, we need to be better about cleaning. By the way, those of you that stay after, I know we like to talk, but each week we're going to have a cleaner responsible for the cleaning to make sure it's all done correctly. But we have not been vacuuming under the chairs, and we need to, because there's been stuff left, and you know, animals can get in here and all that's not good. And then also the facial room needs to be vacuumed. Very important. So those of you that help with cleaning. All right. And then, the other thing I did want to tell you is I have flowers. Dina, do you mind showing them right down there? There's that box of flowers. Do you see it? We were out of flowers for like months, and the company we use, like, I don't know what happened. They didn't have their stuff, but I finally got a box in. If you want flowers, a bundle, the bundle, they're 10 cents each, so it's 80 cents for a bundle. So afterwards, after me, I'm going to be heading there. Dina, do you mind collecting money if people want to buy stuff? So if you want, not now, but after the meeting, you can go look through the box. So they are great for meeting people. They're great for handing out and doing like lead generating things that we have talked about. So I finally have boxes or flowers. I'm excited. All right. I think that's it. Okay, Miss Courtney.
All right.
It's your turn. Come on down, and she's going to tell you all about the vitamin C sprays. So much pressure.
Okay.
It's not. It's okay.
Okay, so don't laugh, but this is my analogy for vitamin C spray. So, how many of you go to Jamba Juice? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you get your juice and then have the boost that you can add on to that, you can get like an immune boost, or you can get, I don't remember what the rest of them are.
Energy.
Thank you. See, I
Vitamins.
need you in my life.
Lots of
Lots of stuff.
Lots of
But you get to add a boost, and usually it's not very much. It's like 50 cents or free or however much. So that's how I want you to think of this. So vitamin C on its own is not stable. So what Mary Kay did is they made it shelf stable, and they made it, if I can open this, it's very easy to open.
Even when your fingers are wet, even when everyone's looking at
even
you.
when everyone's looking at me. But they made it shelf stable, and they made it so that it's fresh every single time you use it. So a lot of times if you open a product with vitamin C, it'll degrade the product because it's good around air and other things. It'll degrade the potency of the vitamin C. So now we have this fresh little vitamin C spray that I'm going to use, by the way, because I don't like to waste things.
No doubt.
And it's too tiny to pass around, otherwise I would. But it's literally just tiny. So what you do is you put it in your hand, and you literally put drops of water. And I'm going to,
I use like 6.
yeah. I use like, so you don't want to use so much water that it runs off your hand, because you don't want to waste the product, but you want to use enough that it dissolves it. And the reason I say that this is an add-on is because you want to use it with a serum. So we have 2 serums that are great with this.
Can't put
Actually,
it on your
3.
face, just water.
No, you can't. If you put it on with just water, I
It
actually
will
have
burn.
that.
I've done it.
It burns, but it heals too because you don't have enough moisture to go into your skin, so it's just kind of like sitting there and it starts to heal.
You can't use moisturizer though.
No, that's what. So they said you have to use a serum with it. So we have the three. We have the Volume Firm serum and the Time Wise Replenishing Serum C, which has vitamin C in it, which is great too. And then we have this one's the Tone Correcting Serum. So this is the one in the starter kit this time. So I put like 3 pumps in and then mix it, and then that goes all over my face. So it just adds a boost to this. So vitamin C is great for smoothing your complexion. It's great for radiant skin. It's great for adding a glow. And it's also great for reducing redness and things like that. I have a lot of redness. H
Don't
spots
use
too.
it with sunscreen.
So you want to use it at night.
Go
Yeah.
over, it's great for smoothing your complexion.
So, okay. Laura, help. No, I'm just kidding. We were just talking about this. But it's great for smoothing your complexion. It's giving you a glow. And then it helps correct redness and aging spots. And it also works with collagen in your skin to help boost and to reduce fine lines and wrinkles.
You can feel it. It's like, it's tight.
It is.
You can feel that.
So you want to use this 3 times a week. 3 times a week. So I do it every other day is what I typically use it. And I actually use it a lot. It's like my favorite product because I have a lot of redness and I have a lot of scarring from acne. And I didn't wear any makeup tonight, so I could put this on afterwards. Don't judge. I'm a cheap
You
shit.
look
I thought you
beautiful.
were
But but that's why I use it for, is because it does help me reduce the redness and it does help my scarring a little bit. It's probably not as good as like Microderm for scarring, but it does help with that. So that is my boost. Yeah,
It's a
my little
boost.
boost. And if any of you want to, like, please don't take them out, but you guys can play with this if you want to see how they come packaged. So right now, Laura and I were doing the math. It'd be 50 cents a piece. So you're basically like the smoothie thing. You're adding 50 cents to someone's skincare thing. So 3 times a week, they're adding $1.50 a week to add.
That was our cost.
That was that was our cost, but still, they're so that'd
Not,
be $3.
even if you change it to them, it's
Mhm.
not very much.
And a lot, what you were sending out today was saying if they bought a serum, they could get one of the packs of vitamin C squares for half off, which is an awesome deal. So you're not losing money. You're making money off the serum. And the serum's what you really want to make the money off of anyways, because if you sell a pack of vitamin C squares, you're making $12. So you really want to get people using skincare in general. And that's what it works with. So.
Yeah. And the serums versus moisturizer.
Yes.
You've got to have a serum. So it has to be one of the 3.
If you mix this
That's
in
it.
with the Time Wise 3D night cream, for one, it'd be way too thick and it wouldn't go on and it wouldn't mix. So it wouldn't be a good fit with that at all.
So it's what serums?
The Tone Correcting Serum, the Replenishing Serum C, and the Volume Firm Serum. Mhm.
Then the new serum,
What
the
about
lifting serum.
For
Oh, you can use it with Pore Minimizer. I forgot about that one. You can. I like the Tone Correcting one
The
better.
company prefers you to use the tone correcting and the.
Serum
Vitamin
C.
C. And the
Yeah.
Serum
Those are the
C
ones
is
they
it's
prefer.
a 6-week treatment, right? With
Yeah.
Serum C.
I love the serum C.
That
That's
cleared
what
up
I
most
use.
of my redness in my face
I'm
in
always
6
using
weeks.
that.
That's just sad.
It sucks. I know.
That's just,
No.
it does. It smells
Well,
like,
you do that vitamin C? Just I've used different vitamin C serums before. It's just our
That
serum
serum
C. It just
Which is very interesting because most people don't have a problem with the serum C,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So
and it's
yeah,
just
whatever.
random. That random.
Yeah,
sensitive
it's just random.
thing. I have used it. I didn't have an issue before, but I haven't used them enough to know, if it's good or not.
and please, seriously, don't use this during the day. Because if you use it before you go out in the sun, your face will feel it. Like,
Yeah. You did it at night.
Just use it at night. Yeah.
Use it at night. It is a nighttime thing.
Good. Cool.
I would
All right.
just say
You guys
it is a
understand?
nighttime thing. No,
You guys understand? Good job. All right. So you guys all gonna go sell it now and use your photo?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes, tell them.
Sorry.
So,
Laura, you're coming up now, so.
you want to share it with them if you're going up? My thing is if I use it, I don't use my cream too. I use this separate because there's not a lot of product on the face. It's really heavy. So what I do is I cleanse my face and then I mix this. Okay. So that's the order. If you want to use that.
But typically you are supposed to, that
Yeah,
means
you
you
are
do,
supposed to.
it isn't a moisturizer.
No.
It is not a
But if you
moisturizer.
add the night cream, wait till this dries down. Because if
Yeah.
not, you're moving it and it doesn't settle very well.
I like
Yeah.
how you got use the hair status.
If that's what I want. I need to.
I still have the old night serum that I use. With
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you can use it with the old night serum too. So, all right, well, there you go.
That's smart.
All right, guys. So now we're going to jump into some training. Any other questions on announcements, products? We're good? Okay. So do you guys want to increase your sales?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So,
I didn't see enough hands.
I know. Nobody wants to increase their sales? Okay. So we're going to talk tonight about selling. And Laura is a master at selling. Her and her mom are consistent, high sellers. And she was the first person to finish the repair set thing. She like had it done in like a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
And-
told my mom.
Yeah.
There's more.
Uh-huh. So, I'm just kidding. But you totally can. But she's a master at seller. So I'm gonna have her share in a little bit about how she has just done, it's so natural to her to just naturally sell. And then I'm gonna share on closing, because every time I talk to new consultants, talk to anybody who sells or low, or just anybody in general, they feel very uncomfortable with closing. Who feels like they've mastered closing? Okay, I'm talking to the right people. All right, just making sure. I will say that very few people feel like they have mastered this, but this is something that is very, 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 very important. So I only have 25 handouts, and so you guys totally blew me away here. So pass one and share with a friend. I will post all these, or they're all on my website too. So I'll pass it around, and then we will jump into what all this is. And so just share with a buddy for sure. But okay, closing. Now, really quickly, I don't know if you guys all know this because I haven't talked about this in a really long time. I talk about this in new consultant training. But I'm prefacing something while you're passing that around. As a consultant, especially a new consultant, when you're learning how to do a facial, it's important to have some kind of outline, okay? You guys may be wingers, and you may be wingers, and that works for you, which is great, but most personalities need some prop. Okay, I need to know what to say. And our flip chart is phenomenal. That thing is gorgeous. It is very professional. However, I'm old school, and I've been doing this forever, and I have this outline that I've been using forever before they had the flip chart. Now, you get to choose as a consultant. If you want to use the flip chart, it's great. I just would highly recommend that you take out a couple things because it is kind of long and wordy. And then add in a couple other things because it doesn't have satin lips, it doesn't have eye makeup remover, it doesn't do color. So just make sure that whatever you do, that it's enough product, and that you're saying the extra things. Does everyone get enough? Or we can keep passing around the extras. Just want to make sure every other person has at least one so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Is there any extra of the question?
Oh, we ain't getting up here? Okay. Anyways, so I have this outline on my website that if you would prefer more of an outline form, that it just has like bullet points, and then I have it in a page protector, or I did as a new consultant. I had it in a page protector, so you're literally just flipping through with people. So if you prefer more of a bullet point instead of just a bunch of words in paragraph form, just know this is on my website, and this is exactly how I do facials. So this is on my website. A lot of you don't know, I don't talk about it often, but the last page is the questions that we're going to go over. So this is literally straight off of my outline. Okay. So closing. If you go off the outline that I was just telling you about, there's two types of close. Okay. There's the table close. By the way, closing is you could do a killer appointment. And I just had somebody the other day tell me this. They did a killer appointment. They nailed it all. They still feel really like not very confident about closing. And she was literally packing up everything, not showing them how to buy it. And she was like almost about to leave. And the lady's like, wait, I want something. That you leave money on, y'all are raising your eyes, but I know y'all done it. And I know y'all haven't asked that you've got to give her the opportunity to buy something if she wants to. Here's the thing about closing. Before I go into it, it's a mindset. If you believe that you are pushy, if you're believing that you're being pushy, or that you're pressuring people, or that they're not really going to want to buy things because they already told you they don't want to buy anything, you are shooting yourself in the foot, because it is a mindset. And if you want to get great at closing, just like everything else in this business, you've got to affirm that you're a great closer. So let's all say it. I'm a great closer.
I'm a great closer.
I close every sale I talk to.
I close every sale I talk to.
Everybody wants to buy from me.
Everybody wants to buy from me.
Because we sell awesome products.
We sell awesome
And
products.
they need and deserve what I'm selling.
They need and deserve what I'm selling.
You believe that?
Yes.
I just made that up in my head right now. But those things that I just said, if that's something you struggle with, change your affirmation. Change the thought you have about it. Because here's what I also know. When people's sales are low, 9 times out of 10, they aren't using enough of the product. So many times when someone's sales are low, just know if you tell me my sales are low, the first question I will ask you is, Amanda, how much of the product are you using? And if they are not, if they're using just a couple of things, their sales are always going to be lower. Don't be afraid to pull things off your shelf and start using things, because the more you use it, the more excited you're gonna be about it, and the more you're gonna believe it. I wanted Courtney to share about the vitamin C squares because she loves it. It's one of her favorite products. You know that if you are using it, you're much more excited about it, and you're gonna sell way more. Okay, so. And then also going along with the affirmation I just said, when you're using it and you're excited about it, then you believe that everyone deserves to have this product. And they deserve to be able to take it home with them, okay? So closing the mindset. Got it? That's the foremost thing, because I can give you all the right things to say, but if in your mind you're thinking, oh, she'll never want it, oh, this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like if you are thinking those things, then it doesn't matter what I tell you, because that's going to come across more than anything. If you believe you're being pushy, which by the way, you're never being pushy when you're just asking. I can tell you, like Amanda, our queen, and then Laura, like they love this stuff. That's why they sell a lot, is because they are excited. And women make great salespeople when they believe in something. You find a great hairstyle, it's a great restaurant, you're going to tell everybody, not because it benefits you, just because you believe everyone should have it. So start using it. Pam. Oh.
Something that changed my mindset. It is just as honorable to sell as it is to buy.
Ooh, write that down if you're taking notes. Say it again.
It's just as honorable to sell as it is to buy.
It's just as honorable to sell as it is to buy. Y'all buy all day long, all day long. You're buying stuff. It's just as honorable to sell. And here's the thing that also changed my mindset along with that, Pam, is if they don't buy it from you, they're going to buy it somewhere else. If they're not buying it from you, they're going to buy it at Clinique. They're going to buy it at Ulta. So you've got to know that you sell something awesome. Why not buy it from you?
It's super important too when you're doing your appointments, your color appointments, your skincare appointments, that you're using everything Mary Kay and the brush sets and stuff like that. Like I haven't really done a ton of color appointments, but I did one this week, and it was awesome because it was a lot of practice for me, because I'm not a person who wears a lot of makeup. Like I'll play by myself and stuff like that, but I haven't had the opportunity to really play on somebody else's face. And we were using the brushes and we were using the different products. Well, the first thing she said is, oh, I don't like primers. And then she tried the foundation primer and goes, oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, well, I don't like this product. And then she tried it and went, oh my God, I love that. And so pull the stuff off your shelves and make them try it. I mean, if you do not have this on you, the full pro palette with all of the colors, if you're buying the samples and just handing it to someone, they're not going to use that. How often do you get a sample and you don't touch it? Every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. But yeah, grab this, put it on their face.
Is that one full of products?
It is.
Okay, well, let's show them real
All right.
quick. Actually, I have one too. Yeah. Here, yeah, go for it.
One thing that changed my mind
I
is
have it. But
before I was excited to close is you have to look at it. You're giving them something that they need because everybody has a face. You're just giving them the option to buy Mary Kay. Like you come across people who have never tried it before. You should feel honored that you're giving them that experience, because if it's not for you and what Mary Kay has given to you, you don't have the ability to give it to them. And how many people's lives have been changed from it? You got to change your mindset. You know, the week that I had almost $1,500 in sales, I read my affirmations twice before I went in. So what Candace is saying is the truth. You know, everybody needs skincare. Everybody needs makeup.
Right.
I mean, and I love it when women say, oh, I don't wear makeup. And I'm like, oh, well, I love your makeup. I'm just keeping it real. Most women wear makeup and they deserve it. So I love how you're saying that, because when you change the mindset, you're giving them the option. Take away the pressure. You're giving them an option.
Yep,
Because
give them
it's
the
great
option and
stuff.
they choose. They're
Yes,
big, they're big
yes.
girls. They can choose on their own. You're just giving the option. So just so you guys can see, I know we were talking, as Dina was talking, what Amanda's talking about is have full-size product, because don't be afraid to take this out, because if you, I'm anti-section 2. I always say that all the time. Like you don't want, I was just telling new consultants this yesterday, you can spend so much money on section 2 and that's not really going to benefit you. The best investment you can make is in section 1 full-size product.
Well, like what Candace has, she has the different looks in hers. What I did is I literally just cut this out of the Mary Kay catalog and taped it. And I went by every single color. That way I could always remember what color it is and not have to pull it out and look at the back.
Yeah.
And so it's so simple. I didn't have to do any work other than a pair of scissors and a piece of tape.
Yeah.
And
So
even
simple
if
in
you
the
show
same way.
somebody in public, women are gonna go,
Oh yeah.
over that.
Every time.
And then they're going to want to buy it. Like
That's
when
fun,
people
that's
see how
fun.
cool that is, then they're going to want to buy that. If you just give them the sample, they don't get to see that that's an option, you know?
You're
So
welcome to.
yeah, if you don't know what that is, pass it around. Okay, so all I have to say before we talk about closing, it's your mindset, it's your attitude. Dina, thank you for sharing that story, because if you weren't going to share it, I was going to make you. That we had talked about how that was something she struggled with, is she just, you know, her beliefs about closing and about selling and didn't want to be pushy, and you know, she was working with a lot of people who didn't have a lot of money, and so she didn't want to pressure them. She knew their financial situation, and so when she changed her mindset, it changed everything. She didn't feel pushy. Bless you. She felt like she was blessing people. Okay, so does that help? Y'all gonna change your mindset, right? Y'all selling pools, everyone wants to close with you, and women deserve what you have to
It's
offer.
our job to inform, their job.
Can I
Exactly.
share one more thing that my beautiful friend Pam has introduced me to? There's an affirmations app.
Oh.
If you don't have an affirmations app, get a stinking affirmations app on your phone.
Oh, what is it? I didn't even know about that. This is
So
the first
the
time
one
I've
I
heard of it.
downloaded is a little different than hers. It's purple and it says affirmations, just my affirmations, and it comes up like this. So it's purple and it has categories of their own that you click on, and then you can add your own affirmations. You can add your own pictures, and you can add your voice.
Oh.
And then you just play it throughout the day. So you can read it, you read the screen, and it plays little pretty music. And then you speak your own, and it plays it for you on your own little category of affirmations.
cool.
So my affirmations app. So thank you, Pam.
Or you could just use voice recorder. I have mine on my voice recorder, and I just hit play, and it's just
$1
me. Yeah.
Weekend, you hear her waking up to her alarm, and it is, Candace, you are wonderful. You are.
I wake up to,
powerful."
I am powerful. I won't do it. But,
Alarm of what she wakes up to.
Yeah, everyone-
Everyone's like, "What? Candace, yes, you are." No, I'm awake.
I am a deep sleeper. I did not ever hear that one time.
well, she was in there, yeah. Oh, you heard that? I thought I had it on fire.
I see abundance everywhere. Wealth is consistently flowing into my life. I attract financial abundance. I mean, I attract money. Some of the things that we don't really think about of
Right.
saying
But they're deep.
are on here. So they have categories. So and then you can add your own. So I thought it was. Yeah.
Okay, so we all are going to make an affirmation, and we're all going to change our mindset about money, right? Okay, and closing. Okay, all that to say, we're going to come back to training on closing now. But that is most important, is your mindset. Okay, so there's two types of closing. There's table close and individual close. The table close is after you've done the facial, you give her the option as to buy. This is the time you give her the option, and you show her what you have available. You show her prices. For me, I hardly ever talk about prices unless someone straight up asks me, but usually I say, we'll talk about that at the end. Here's why, because if you want to sell her on the value of the product, you want her at the end. So right before I get into this, I play the compliment game. And I say, all right, we're going to go around the room, and Sandy and those of you that see me do the facial, I do this every single time. We do the compliment game. And you want her feeling amazing about everything. She's going to want everything, and then you're going to talk to her about money. Okay? Because here's what happens. If every product, the foundation primer, how much is that? 18. The body lotion, how much is that? 32. Like they're turning it off in their mind, you know, and they're thinking small, you know what I mean? That product lasts forever. 18 and 32 are great prices for those. Anyways, so you do the compliment game, and then the table closes when you hand out a set sheet. Now this is mine. You guys got the black and white version. Sorry. But I wanted you to really see it and know what I was talking about. This is my new updated set sheet, but I do laminate them and have everybody get one. You can, I'm pretty sure it is. I'll make sure tonight that it's there. That's under my new website. I don't know. I didn't talk about this at the meeting, but I know I sent a text out that I have a new website with a new app that is attached with it, and all of this should be all on the app. So I'll repost the app again, but you can download it. It's an app with all the files. Yeah, it's our unit app or something like that. And then the password is my name, and then it's my username is me, and then the password is MK. No. All like the papers under the favorite. Yeah, it's our unit app. Our unit app it's called, and
Those
it's
little videos
literally.
on there.
There's little videos. I have my marketing video, but also all my training videos are on there. But there's also lots of nationals videos on there. Anyways, there you go. No, it's fine. So where was I? Table close. Okay, so the table close, you pass out the set sheet. So if you're a new consultant, you can use the set sheets that come from the company. They're really pretty too. They did a much better job with the narrow ones. I have been using this forever, and I'm a creature of habit, so this is just what I do. You have some option where you're showing them the prices, okay? So either use the set sheet in the starter kit. Those of you that don't have a new starter kit, you can print this off. I love this because it's everything that I use at my facials, okay? So then I say, it is on there. Yeah, it is on there. Okay, cool. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's on there.
It's under new consultant training.
Yeah, just under and like all of the, like the closing, the before and after pictures and the outline should all be on there under new consultants. Okay, everybody, then you say, and this is all in my little script. This is where you're not pushy, okay? Those of you that have the idea of, I don't want to pressure them. You have literally told them multiple times throughout the appointment, you don't have to buy anything. There's no obligation to buy anything. You're creating a wish list. There's no obligation to buy anything. You have told them that multiple times. This is the one time that you say, if you wanted to buy anything, I'm going to show you how, okay? So those of you that have a concept about that, you've told her multiple times she doesn't. But also what I see too many new consultants especially do is they say, you have to buy the thing, you have to buy the thing, and like go overboard. You know what I mean? That you have to at least give them the option to, okay? So you say, just because we got together today doesn't mean you have to buy anything, but if you do decide to get something, remember we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. But whether you wanted something for now or later, I'm going to show you today's specials and let you shop. Remember, I think this is important too, is you tell them, remember that skincare is one of the best investments they can make in their looks. Because that's something that people see every day. It's literally on my script. And if you really wanted to take it to an extreme, I've seen people say, think about your favorite outfit, like an outfit you feel powerful in. Think about the whole outfit and then ask them how much does that outfit cost? And if they go from, you know, the top to all the way down to the shoes, it's usually going to be several $100s. But they'd invest in that outfit well over $200, $200, $300, $500. I've seen people even say $1,000 of an outfit they feel powerful in. And then you ask them, how often do you wear that outfit? Yeah, once a month, once a year, you know, whatever.
One time.
Yeah, and then I ask them, how often do you wear your face? How often do you wear your face? Every day. Don't you think it's worth it for that outfit that you spent $1,000 on to feel awesome, to go to a ball, to go to a whatever, and isn't your skin worth it? You remind them that it is a great investment in themselves, okay? Sometimes you just have to remind women of that because we tend to buy so much for other people and not realize how valuable we are, you know, without buying them.
You can show before and after pictures of other people to make them feel like, oh my God, I could look that beautiful too.
Yeah.
Because everyone
worth it.
doubts themselves.
Mhm.
But when they see someone else and they see that beautiful transition of what their skin has done, then they go, oh my gosh, I could actually look like that. And then it makes them think different.
Yeah, absolutely. So use before and after pictures a ton. Okay, then you go over the set sheets. That's this. And you just tell them what the options are. If you're using the new consultant set sheet or this, you just tell them what they are. The big thing though is I don't say dollars. Dollars sounds for some reason more expensive when you say dollars. So when I say set number 1, 76 instead of $76, just little mind things that help. So I go through it all. Okay, I'm gonna go over everything we used today. Set 1 is the basic set, cleanser, day cream, CC cream at 76. Set number 2, the Miracle Set 3D, everything we used today, plus the CC cream, it's 130. Then we have a repair set. That was one that's for the more advanced signs of aging, 205. You go through the entire thing. You guys can read. I don't need to go and explain it all. I will say though, bless you. I will say though that number 10, when you have the compact, it is important to show them of a compact once again, because they're more likely to get it if they see it and you show them how it pops out. So I go over the 10 sets and say, okay, you guys, this part's important. is you say, I would say this to them, I'm telling you to you. I say, okay, what I want you to do on the back of your profile card, I should have brought a profile card in, but on the back of your profile card, it doesn't matter, you guys all know what they are, right? They come in the starter kit, they're little things they fill out. The entire time I've been talking to them about a wish list. Okay, the entire time I've been talking about a wish list and fill out their wish list. And then after I've shown them the sets, I say, what I want you to do is on your wish list, I want you to fully fill out your wish list and write down what sets you would get if everything was free. That's important. Tell her, I don't want you to look at the dollars if everything was free. And then this is just what I personally do. And those of you that have come to my appointments, I'm always like, don't clean up until I've said that. I know I've said that to both of you, and you guys are trying to clean up. The reason why is because I want them to focus on this. And if you start cleaning up, then it's distraction, and they start helping you. No, I want her to focus on this. I want her listening. Does that make sense? So while she's dreaming, I'm gonna clean everything all up. So all that's left on the table is this and her profile card, because then there's not all this mess everywhere. Some of you missed that part, and then at the end, it's this big old cleanup process, and you're trying to close them, and there's a bunch of mess over there. So I clean up while they're dreaming, okay? Then you romance the roll-up bag. And that's why it's, once again, important to have that roll-up bag. That thing is awesome. People will buy over $200 for that silly roll-up bag. They love that roll-up bag. But if you just show them, hey, there's this roll-up bag, it's really cool, you're not going to sell very many. Yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
visual.
That is a
If
visual.
anything was ever a visual, that thing right there.
Yeah. That is, so that is
Zipper
huge.
placement,
It's definitely
the whole
worth it.
thing is
So you get the roll-up bag, you hang it up and say, and now I'm going to show you one of our favorite products, the roll-up bag. Hangs up on the back of your bathroom door. Each of these zips on the top. And then I lay down and say, each of these pulls off. And like Liz was talking about, is the craziest thing. Almost every time you're like, like, say, yeah, it's so cool. It cracks you up. So now when your guests go, you'll think about this. It's awesome. Everyone loves that bag. Exactly. But you have to show them. You can't show them this, and then you show them how it rolls up in a nice little corner. Has love in every language. Fits in the corner of your suitcase. Oh yeah, that is a great point. Don't just have an empty roll-up bag. I have seen some empty, really wimpy roll-up bags. Put all of your demo products. I demo all of my products in the roll-up bag. So it's full, because then when you roll it up, it's full and then fall over. Some of y'all have seen it. You know
I like
what I'm
whenever
talking
you
about.
do that. You like roll it up and then you're like, and it says love in every language. Oh.
Every
Like that,
time.
every
I say that.
time.
Yeah, every time. It
I
says
love it.
love in every language. Oh. That's what I say every single time.
I'm like, you cracked
Sandy
me
and
up.
Hillary, I have to tell you that I'm so proud of them. They've been coming to like all my events in Pueblo and bringing guests, and I swear they probably like could coin all my little weird things that I do like that. Like Chelsea, anytime I don't do it, she's like, you didn't say oh.
It was
the night cream.
Yeah, you're
no,
like-
no, they're washing your face. They're washing your face.
and you're like, dun dun dun, and she didn't do it. And I'm like, I was waiting. What happened?
Y'all gotta watch. You don't watch me enough to. You guys don't watch me enough to understand her jokes, but
It was
So
hilarious.
when I'm talking about wash your face every night, I always say, like literally I'm a broken record. I say my skincare class is exactly the same. I say the same thing. So what she's talking about is I say when we're doing the cleanser, I'm like, well, wash your face. You know, you wash it in the morning and at night. And I say, and every time you don't wash your face at night, you age yourself 7 days. Dun dun dun. I didn't do my dun dun dun. She called it anyway. She did, and then it got
I did.
weird.
But me and her were laughing. It's cool.
No, so that was funny. It's all right. Anyway, you got to do cheese
I
and stuff
did.
like that to make it funny.
And we had some kids there too, so it was like,
Yeah. So, anyways, you romance the roll-up bag, you show them and roll it up, whatever, show them how cool it is, and then you show them how they can get it. And that's where you say, okay, so here's the deals we offer. Everything is sold individually, but the deal we offer is this roll-up bag. You can actually get it for free. It's a $35 value if you order any of these 4 sets. By the way, just for you guys' sake, and I sometimes say this, but sometimes I forget, set number 2 counts as 2 sets. Set number 3 counts as 4 sets. It says it in the parentheses, okay? So don't be giving away way too much product, okay? Yeah. You got that? The set number 3 is 4 sets. Set number 2, it counts as 2 sets. Okay, otherwise you give away too much product.
But it looks less
But-
scary.
Yeah, it looks less scary. But really, all you're giving away is the roll it back. I used to do $1.99 and $2.99. This you're giving away a lot less.
Okay.
So that's why I offer this now. And then I say, or they can buy any 2 sets, get the third and half off.
Which you're not losing anything.
You're not losing anything. No. But it's a deal, and women like deals, and they always will buy for the deals. My husband always makes fun of me. He's like, you know, you women, you got a great deal, but you have to buy more. You forgot that. So, yeah, I know. I totally messed up. I totally messed up that saying. But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. So the whole point is that's the table close, is you just give them the options, okay? You give them the options. If you come to like a Monday night or to the times in Pueblo, Thursdays and Sundays, that's where I stop. Okay, so that's where whoever's doing it stops, because we want you to do the individual consultation. Okay, so that's the table close. The individual consultation is where you meet with them one-on-one. It's this other paper. Okay, so this is pulling them away from the table and meeting them with them one-on-one. You cannot talk about finances with other women. Okay, you just can't do it. I have tried, and anytime that I have done a group close, my sales are always pathetic. Anytime I pull them aside, my sales are always a lot higher. Okay, so this is something that I'm assigning this to you right now, so you can blame it on me. Okay, so the next skincare class that you do, afterwards you say, my director told me I have to practice this, so I have to pull you aside. Okay, so now you have to. All right, you can no longer make the excuse if you're going to close in the group.
Can you tell them that's for the beginning, so it's not like touching them?
Great point. If you mention multiple times, and I'm a broken record, I need to learn to add that into my thing. Those of you that are new, learn this
We'll
now.
meet individually
Um,
after.
Is that if you mention several times throughout the appointment,
It's not-
at your individual consultation, we're going to talk about this. So, for example, it would sound like, there's no obligation to purchase anything today, but if you did decide to buy something, of course you can. In your individual consultation, we will find the best options that meet your needs. And then,
Not totally scary.
yeah. And then let's say you're talking about, oh, I don't know, the day cream. And you say, it comes in 2 formulas, whatever. At your individual consultation, we'll make sure to find the right formula for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're mentioning it, then it's not this shocker at the end when you're like, oh, we're now do the individual consultation.
And then
And
they've
what-
heard it so many times, but they're like, okay,
Right.
where's my?
It's kind of like
I
the
need to
phone
do that. They're
appointment,
not
yeah.
trying to leave,
Right.
without me.
They
Sorry,
know.
change that.
No, that's
Yeah.
perfect. They know it's, they know it's coming. So it's not a shocker.
How do you handle the family?
Set up,
The
pull them
mom
aside.
and the-
Pull them aside. The mom and the daughter is, if she's under 18, I would pull her together. But if it's like a sister and a sister-in-law, those are the ones that are the hardest to be like, I'm going to pull them aside, but you got to. And here's why. Because you'll have the mom who maybe wants everything, and the sister-in-law just lost her job and is broke as a joke, and, da-da-da. And then now the mom is going to buy as much as she'll feel guilty for the daughter-in-law, whatever. It's great. Sometimes she'll buy it for her, but you got to pull them aside. You got to. So, yeah. I'll hand over here and then.
Just at the end too, does anybody need to leave sooner rather than later?
Yes.
Leave them first. So they know their time is important to you as well.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so before I meet with them individually, I say, all right, now here's the other part that will change your mindset. Now we've come to my favorite part of the class. I get to meet with you individually and get to figure out and customize your needs. Like, if you say that and you're excited about that, they're going to be excited about it, right? And then you ask them, does anyone need to leave early, right? Because if they need to leave, then I've seen it happen where I forget to say that, and then I come back and they're gone.
And also, if you,
She had a question over there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, especially if there are 2 of them. Those can be the hardest to be like, oh, I'm not going to split them up. I'm just going to get lazy. And anytime I've been lazy, my sales are always affected. So, yeah. Oh, we're all guilty of it. But I also know that if you guys learn as new consultants good habits, then you'll be happier later. I promise.
I was just gonna say, if you set up when you get to your party and you designate
Mentally
a spot,
yeah.
you have no choice. You've already held yourself accountable because you put your stuff over there, and then you say, this is where I'm gonna meet individually. Everybody already knows, and then if you get it away from everybody else, and then like I think you were gonna say this, if there's food, you let everybody eat afterwards. When you're talking to the people, they can chat and talk and
Also,
eat.
you don't want it too secluded though either, I've noticed, because then if they're completely going into like completely separate.
Oh yeah, you don't go into like a bedroom
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything. Like
No,
that's
I
weird.
thought-
Like, don't go.
Can we go into the master bathroom?
Right, yeah, no, weird.
I
So
thought
like, you know,
in my car.
yeah. So yeah, you like let's say you do the party at the kitchen, then you pull them to the individual consultation, maybe the living room. And like Dina said, you go in with the game plan and then you just get up and go. So like if somebody says that nobody tells you they have to leave early, I always pick somebody. This part's important. Well, let me add to what Dina said. I want to make sure y'all understood that if you have a host and she has cooked food, that's in hostess coaching, which we're not training on tonight, but talk to her and say, if you have food, can you save it till the end? Because if they eat beforehand, then that takes another 30 to 45 minutes, and then their hands are all sloppy, and then whatever. And so that's just in hostess coaching. I promise you'll be much happier if you're individually closing with them and then they're eating. Gives them something to do while you're individually closing. Okay, so let's say I'm ready to go, and I say, okay, what I'm gonna do is meet with each of you individually. Does anyone need to leave early? Someone says no, then I pick somebody, and I usually pick the person I like the best. Amanda, why don't you come with me? And I get up and I pull myself over, and Amanda follows me. It's the weirdest thing. And I say, grab your profile card and come with me.
Should I
And
have
she
acted
will.
with you?
No.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that a lot of women struggle with. Women are looking for that direction. And it's your job to take charge and say, all right, Amanda, let's go. And you pull her away from the group, wherever that is. And when I pull it away, I should have brought it all in, but all I have is, I take my phone from my calculator. We used to have calculators back in the day, but don't need that. And I have my sales tickets, catalog, and then I have the payment thing. Oh, I should have brought that. But great question. For booking an appointment, yes. Great question. So, and I already have that already, so I'm not like looking like a hot mess, saying, Amanda, go, and then I'm digging all my stuff everywhere. I have it all in like this little container, and I will walk over it, okay? So then Amanda comes with me, and then when you're sitting down one-on-one, these are the questions you go over, okay? So you guys all have one or can see one of these, okay? Because this is really important. You go over these things, all right? So, well, I'll role play with you since you're up here. Okay. Shoot, I wish I had a profile card. I should have brought that in, but anyways, it's all good. No, it's totally fine. I'm gonna pretend that we're all good at pretending, okay? This is the profile card. Okay. Hey, Laura, did you have a good time? Yeah, a good time. What was your favorite part?
Oh, I really loved the satin lips. My lips are so dry here, and that just felt so amazing. I mean, I loved everything, but that one
What's your
was just
fave?
really awesome.
I love satin lips. Cool. Do you have any questions about your skin that maybe we didn't go over or didn't get answered or anything?
Yeah, I've got like little dry patches just here and there.
Hmm.
Different spots.
What
I'd
skincare
like to-
system are you on now?
Oh, just something from Walmart.
Something from Walmart. Well, that may be the problem. No, I'm just kidding. I joke about it, though, and they're like, I know.
Buying that stuff and nothing's working.
Well, I would love to see what you think about the skincare. How does it feel today?
So
Feeling
amazing,
so-
and
no
it
dry
smells
spots and
beautiful, and I kept wiping my
beautiful.
face because I thought it was still on there because it's instantly silky.
hydrate it.
Yes,
Awesome.
gotcha.
Well, I mean, if you want my recommendation, I'd say I'd at least start with the skincare because usually I find if people's skin are really dry, it's usually they're not using the right skincare and getting enough hydration in their skincare. So there's some supplement items, but I would say that'd be a good place to start.
Yeah. All
You asked a
right.
question I was anticipating, but that's good. So let me look at your profile card. Ooh, you have lots of stuff on your wish list.
I'm a girl who wants it
You
all.
want it all. You want it. Well, I have. Don't worry, I'll explain this in a second. Well, I have an awesome option for you. I offer payment plans. So, do you mind if I showed you what it would look like in a payment plan? Well, if you were to get all the 6 sets that you like, you get the roll-up bag for free. And by the way, I do math while I'm small talking with her, just FYI. And I have a thing on my website that has an example of typical payments. But anyway, so let's say I did the math and I say, okay, so Laura, if you got everything on your wish list, it would come to about $580, plus you get the roll bag for free. But wait, I offer payment plans. If you did want to split up into payments, I would do 2 payments of, about 300 something, 280 or whatever. I do 3 payments of 150, 4 payments of 80, or 5 payments of 61.50. Just making that up. I'm just making that up.
Okay.
People don't quote me on anything.
He's writing those numbers down.
Write down all that stuff. Don't worry, I didn't do it. So, did any of those look like possible options for you?
Yeah, I think the 4.
The 4 payment, yeah, it was 4 payments of $670 something. Okay, that was 70 something. Awesome. So those payments, just so you know, they can be once a month or once every 2 weeks, and I do require a card, but it's pretty simple. I'll just bring your card. I do give you the product tonight. You can take it all home with you. Cool. Wow.
That's really great.
I know. So all right, I'll write it up, and then I write up the sales ticket. By the way, I'll explain that in a second. So let's say you said no when I offered you the payment, and I said
no.
so then goes, no, can't do that. All right. Okay, so if this doesn't work, what would you like to take home with you? What would you like to start with? You want to start with that miracle set? I know you like the satin lips.
I did.
Do you want to start with that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 20. What was it?
22.
Oh,
22.
okay. Yeah,
Add that in? Okay.
add that
So we'll start with the miracle set that we used tonight, 130 plus the satin lips 20. Awesome. So that comes to 150. If you wanted, I could split that up into 2 payments. Would you like that? You got to pay the 150.
No, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You can say anything. You can say anything. It doesn't matter. You can say
I'll just pay it all now.
150.
I'll just
Okay.
pay it all now.
Perfect. All right. Let me get your card. Whatever. And then, okay, so you know how I talked about the follow-up appointment like a million times today, and Amanda was the winner of the game, but I would love to schedule a follow-up appointment with you. Just make sure you're using the products that you get, and that they do what I said you can, what I told you they would do. Also, if you have 3 other ladies there, I'm doing a really cool promotion right now where you can get $80 for 80 for 40. So you can get 80, like if you wanted the things tonight, out of that 150, you could get 80 of it for 40, or you could add some more stuff to your wish list.
Okay. So either or.
Either or, you have options, and all you have to do is bring those ladies to me. We get together, we do what we did tonight. We'll and they'll get to experience what you experienced, and then you would get that extra 40 for free.
Okay.
Pretty awesome, huh?
I think.
So what we're gonna do is I'll charge the card half now. I'll charge it for the 40 now, and I'll leave the other 40 off. But if for some reason you go to the witness protection program and something happens where something major in your life happens and you can't hold on that day, then I'll just charge your card for the other 20. Make sense? Yeah. Make sense?
That sounds great.
So let's find a time that works. And so that's when I pull up my J book, like Elizabeth talked about. And you go into booking. And if you guys have all heard my booking training, I always want to give them options. So when would you prefer? Evenings or weekends best for you? Role play with me.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's what you
Yes,
do.
anytime. Okay.
Great, I have no responsibility.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Weekend, would you prefer a Saturday or Sunday? Sundays, I have a 2 o'clock or a 4 o'clock. What would you prefer?
Let's do 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Now, do you want me to come to you? Because sometimes it's easier, all your friends know where you live. I have a
My
studio.
children are all there.
Oh, they're all there. So you live on the way. Let's get to the studio.
You were a little much. Maybe I don't want to be alone.
Right. No, I'm kidding. You crack me up. So
I feel like that's
to
what
my
they think about me.
studio. No, they don't think about that. Change that thought. So cancel. Not serving me. That thought is not serving me. Anyway, so all right, so then we'll do our studio, 4 o'clock Sunday. Awesome. And I'm reading my stuff. I have a hostess packet that I will. I actually do have less that I will send you home with. That no, I'm not prepared at all. Well, I will say, in my defense, Christina was supposed to do the training on this, and things got moved around. Laura can vouch to this. So I literally was told I'm doing this like 5 minutes before I threw it up. So this is a hostess packet. If you want to have something amazing for people, I can show you this. But this has.
Who do we gotta be
You
first?
give her something. My sister just made you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't make this. I just put this together. So it's a packet. So a little training moment. It is important to give them something so they know if they book a party, know how they can earn whatever it is that they're earning. Have it mapped out. I know if you use the 80 for 40, I just threw that because that's Mary Catherine King's and it's like rampant across or across the Mary Kay world, but print off her thing that tells them this is how you earn free stuff. So then you would go through it. This is actually from Suzanne Brothers. This talks about it's $200 for free if you party with me. And it talks about you get $25 if you provide the guest list within 48 hours. $25 you have 5 or more guests or over 21. You don't have a consultant. 25 more if you have party sales of $225. 25 you get 2 bookings from the parties. $100 in outside orders. So that's why I have catalogs here and sales tickets that she can
There
collect
is a
sales
limit
from
on
me.
the outside order?
No. It's
Do you have that also on the website too?
I will make sure it's on there, and it's from Suzanne Brothers.
There's
And so I'll pass this around, but it's really simple. It has my business card, and then it has a little bit of info about the business, but it's something for them to take home. And then you would write on there, like you would write on here when and where you're meeting. Does that make sense? So this would be something for her. I'll pass it around. You guys can take off. I actually have
You
multiple.
can even buy, the company has.
The company has them too, yeah.
If you don't want to get too crafty, and they're super inexpensive.
Yeah.
It's just something to hand to them, so.
So, all right. So you book the party. You let her know how she can earn free product. Tell her about your hostess plan. On here, I just say, hey, I have a really simple one. If they have 3 people there, they can earn 50% off. You choose either an item or a set. Sometimes people will do off a set. Then you're not losing anything, but they're bringing something to you. Yeah. And all of these hostess plans, you're not losing anything. 80 for 40, you're not losing anything. Just sounds all catchy. So, all right. And then the last after that say, and Laura, I would love to work with you. You are so fun. You are the light of the party. I am a new consultant, and part of my training is to just share the information with about the business opportunity with people. You don't have to be interested, but all I need to do is just practice. Is there any reason why you wouldn't meet me for a cup of coffee and let me just practice sharing the marketing plan? I'm buying.
Okay.
Yes, so free coffee. I know. Being a mom, you love your coffee. Yeah. So we can, and then you can schedule a time. It says on here, contact your director in the beginning. I will help you do all those if you want to book a practice career chat. You can have them watch the video, but it's not nearly as powerful as in person. Okay. So awesome. Thanks, Laura. So we're all done. Now what I'm gonna do is have you go grab Amanda and have her come, and she's gonna meet with me. And I'll get you your products when I go to my car when I'm done with everybody. Okay. Maybe tonight, get to take out with you. Yeah. Okay. That part's important too. Is that I told her after I met with her, I told her to go grab somebody else. It's the weirdest thing, but I'm telling you these things because I have gone and not done these things, and I sit there in the corner waiting. And waiting and twiddling my thumbs, and it gets weird. And so but they're waiting for someone else to go, and they're just chat. It's not that they're not interested in. So then you get in your head and make up stories. So you literally just say, all right, Laura, you're all done. Go grab Amanda. And then when I meet with Amanda, I go through this exact same thing. All right, Amanda, go get Elizabeth.
And
Does that make sense? I
in
tell
the
her.
beginning, she has everybody introduce themselves, so everybody knows pretty much who they are. Like so, when
If
she
you're not
says,
friends or
"Hey, go
something.
get Amanda,"
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, okay, I know who Amanda is." Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I literally saw them walk out and say, Amanda.
Little name cards too. That
Yes.
I like.
Those
Oh,
are super
yeah.
cute.
It's like the lady in the gold jacket.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. You don't have to
Yeah.
because they may not remember them. But yeah, the starter kit has those little things.
That's what I
The
have
little name
people do.
tags?
If I don't know them, if I don't know everybody that's coming, I'll leave them out and I'll put the little marker and I'll ask everybody while they're introducing themselves to write their name down on there. So that
And that's
I
brilliant of
have
the
it
company
and
to do
everybody
that.
else- Yeah,
So then
I love it.
you remember their names.
It's right there. So
right.
you're using it. You're not trying to remember when if they just introduce. I'm terrible at
Or
remembering.
creepily
Yeah.
looking at
You
the
know? You can see it in front of you. Whether you're sitting at the table and however.
Done that way too many times. way too
But
many
you
times.
can, address them by their name and then it really starts sticking into your brain. And it
Right.
goes from like your short term to your long term and then you're remembering and it's important. And sometimes they'll forget that name tag's even there.
Yeah, they're like, how'd you know?
And then it becomes more personal to everybody that's there. Especially if they don't know each other and you don't know them or
Yeah.
combination of whatever. I love those cards.
So you're going to do that with each person. And I'm giving you this. You can take it with you. At your appointments, you say, so my job is just to ask you these questions. Then you have something in front of you and you literally just go through them. So one other thing I was going to mention is, so you ask her, do you have any questions about your skin, your favorite part, blah, blah. Then you ask for the sale. Number 4 is where you ask for the sale. And if you have inventory, you can offer payment plans like I offered her. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. This only works if you have at least 1,800 on your shelf. And I would say probably not even that, like 24 or 3,000. If you have more than that, then you can offer payments. Because when you're moving a lot of products on payments, you just don't have enough inventory to last. So don't even try offering payment plans if you don't have less than 1,800 on your shelf. I promise it just does not work. Don't even try. The only option that you may, if you did want to do, would be half now, half later. Or if you don't have inventory, that's an option, but that's your choice. And I only do payment plans via credit card, okay? And so you pick the days that you want her to run it. And in case you're skeptical, like, oh my gosh, have you ever had it be a problem where you don't get your money? Have I had it happen? A couple times in 14 years. So is it worth it? Absolutely. And they, the few times that it has happened where someone's card doesn't work on the day I'm supposed to run it, they are so mortified. Like, oh my gosh, my husband did this and oh my goodness, and they give me a different date. It's not a big deal. Usually if they have a problem paying it, then you can return it and get the money back. Worst case scenario, the couple times I did have it be a problem, you write it off. It's no big deal. So just know that I wouldn't be telling you to do this if it was something that was going to put you in a predicament. Okay. So, but I can't tell you how many roll bags I sell on payments of 4 payments of $50. That's right. When I said there was all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not used to doing math on like 6 cents. But I sell a lot of roll bags, 4 payments of like $50. They pay once every 2 weeks. So I don't split out the payments to be more than a couple months. Okay. So that's an option. If you don't offer that or whatever, now here's why you have her create a wish list. Is I want to have her create a wish list, and then if I can show her how to make it affordable for her, she's going to be a lot more likely to buy it, right? Even if she doesn't, if she doesn't want to do all of that, did you see how the second time I was like, all right, well, what would you like to take home with you, or what would you like to start with? You just have to ask. You just have to ask, and that's how you ask for the sale is, what would you like to start with? And then she's going to tell you. Does that make sense? You're not being pushy. You're just asking her where she'd like to start. And you're listening. Like if she, throughout the appointment, talked about loving microderm or talked about loving satin lips or talked about loving it, I'm just going to remind her and say, remember this, remember this, and she'll make a decision for herself, right?
The best thing about the wish list too is I can't even tell you how many times I've gone through my old profile cards and been like, oh my God, Susie, I'm offering a sale on the vitamin C squares today. And I just want to know if you're interested. I saw that they were like your #1 item on your wish list. I have gotten so many weeks that I just like was so close to my goal that I'm like, okay, who can I call? You just grab all your profile cards and start texting and start calling people.
And run a special sale.
They'll forget about it. They will totally forget about everything they put on their wish list. They will forget that they ever met with you a day in their life. And then you call them and they're like, oh, I really did like that product. You know what? Sign me up for it. And tell them your goal too. Like, I am $200 away from my $1,000 goal for the week. It'll be my best week yet. Like, you can really help me step up and earn this cruise. And just like, they feed into that because they want to help you. Women want to help you.
Yeah.
You got to give them that option.
The wish list is so awesome.
And the other thing about the wish list, and the other thing, wish list, those of you that have been around, we talk about selling to men a lot, especially during Valentine's Days or birthdays or whatever, that is gold mine. What man does not want to hear, hey, I know exactly what your woman wants. So use that wish list as gold. And it also is great for booking a follow-up appointment. Like, let's say she doesn't buy anything. Then I would say, well, would you be willing to earn some for free? I have all this stuff on here. Would you be willing to earn some for free? And then you know exactly what she likes. Yes, that you know exactly what she likes, that you can bribe her or give her a way that she can actually earn it for free. And she'll work for it because she knows what she wants. So that wish list is gold. That's why I take the time to have them fill it out before I meet them individually. Got it? Then number 5, that part's super important where you book the follow-up appointment. I know we as a unit and as an area are not great at booking parties from parties. We're not good at booking parties from parties. And that's probably my fault, whatever, it's one thing we just leave out. But Mary Kay Ash intended her company to be something that you book parties from parties, book parties from parties. If you want to not have to go around and meet a lot of people, get really dang good at booking parties from parties. And if you go into an appointment and there's 3 people there, have it be your goal to book a second appointment, a follow-up appointment with 1 or 2 people. And those are going to be your best holding ratio because they just spent an hour with you and they just spent an hour experiencing how great the products were, that they are going to be a lot more likely to hold, right? And so I challenge you, the next party you go into, have it be your #1 goal is to get another appointment. I don't care what you sell. If you get future bookings, your business will continue to escalate. right? And it'll continue to just go. If you don't get bookings from bookings, then that one booking is gone. You're out. That makes sense? So it's the best. In fact, I was just talking to my friend Sherry Schlattman. Some of you guys know her. She's like the #1 personal seller in Colorado. She sells like $5,000 to $6,000 a month personally. Personally. Not are you gonna just personally. And I was joking with her about something else. I don't remember how this even came up. She said there's 2 great times to book. 2 great times to book. The first is after you got a booking. So you call somebody, you get a booking. That's the best time to get another booking, right? If you're excited and you just got the phone, you're excited, you get another booking. She said the second best place to get a booking is always from a party. Always from a party. That is a place where you want to be a booking fool. Okay. So don't discount that, and then book an interview is the last one. So does that make sense? Yeah. That makes sense? Now you're officially all challenged. Your next appointment, you have to say, my director said I have to ask you these questions. So for those of you that like have a weird thing about being pushy or pulling them aside, blame me. Okay?
Are we still doing facials and stuff on Saturdays?
We have them here. Brianna does them Saturday mornings at 10:30. Yeah. Yes, you just have to RSVP. Yeah, I'm not here, but Brianna will be. Yeah. And it's best to bring people Monday nights. Those of you that just had all those guests, I know we get done late, but it's really important. We don't do the individual close. It's very important when you have guests that you also individually close them afterwards. Got it? Okay. Unless they just sign up. That happens a lot at meetings too. So.
Good problem to have.
All right, does that help? Are you guys still more empowered about closing? You're not as scared, right? No. Okay, so Laura, in the last few minutes, I want you to share some of the things that you feel like have really helped you be a great seller. Some tips. Laura's a selling fool.
That's what I'm telling myself.
We already are. You're just going to be more of a selling fool.
Selling fool.
Now you're changing a recruiting fool.
I know.
You've already got
That's
the selling
where I
thing.
get in my head when it comes to recruiting, and where I don't have that same attitude with selling as recruiting, and I'm trying to get that we're trying to mush them together
It's the same.
and make it the same. Because in my head, it's not the same. No matter what Candace tells me, no matter what I read, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I say to myself, it's still not there in my head. And it's something that I'm working on. Yes, and I am trying because I'm going on that cruise.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep telling myself. I'm going on that cruise. I'm going on that cruise. And the way I'm going to go on that cruise is by recruit. So that needs to, my selling used to be not so easy, and it's gotten easier because, yes, like Candace was saying earlier, using the product, when you use it, you love it. And when you love it, you're more passionate about it. And then you're like, no, you just need that. And sometimes I say that, no, you just need that. You just need to have that. And you know who you can say that to.
Yeah.
You know the type of person that you're talking to, who you can be not pushy, but like, no, you do deserve to have that. You should have that. Or I'm gonna pick on you, Brandy, for a second because I can use it as an example. So Brandy tried the microderm at a facial with me, and she was like a week later. She's like, I really want it, but can I just have the porn minimizer? Well, you can. I've never sold it by itself, but you can absolutely. But it's not going to work the same. You're not going to have the same results if you're just using one versus using the two together. Oh, okay. That easy. That easy. That it went from one to the set.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So, and I was talking to Courtney out there with the vitamin C squares. Yeah, they're really inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very expensive. Where you make your money is on the serum. So you can't say, oh yeah, you can use the serum that came with your set, but it's not going to work as well. Absolutely, you can use it. I sold a lot of repair sets this past week. A lot. You can use that. It's not going to work as well. Just so you know, these before and after pictures, they used the two together that are going to, that are meant to be together so that you get the full benefits of the product. So that's where you make the money. The serum's what, 54?
Depends which one, yeah.
The vitamin C, the one that's
55.
supposed to.
Vitamin C. Or
Yeah.
the
Serum
C.
Yes.
Serum C is 55. And you bring up a great
So-
point about the skincare too, is don't let them break up the skincare. Another thing that really helps, and I mean interrupt you, but you
No,
just,
you're fine.
this is super important, that a lot of times people will just buy like one thing. Like they usually will always buy the last thing they used. So that's the CC cream, right? And they always, because they like how it feels. It's really important to do this demo, and it's in my thing, about doing the skincare on the back of their hand.
Oh yeah, I make them use their
That
arm to see the
is,
pores.
yes, because I used to do it on the back of the hand, but when I did I did satin hands afterwards, but now I do satin hands at the beginning. So yeah, have them on their arm. If you've never seen me do this, it's really important to help you sell skincare and not just color.
Yeah.
Because color makes you look pretty, but skincare is really going to give you the long-term benefits. They're going to see the biggest difference in their skin. And so I have them, after I talk about the Miracle Set, and after they put the CC cream on their face, I say, we're going to do a really important demo. I'm going to show you the importance of skincare. And so I have them pull up their sleeve, and I say, okay, I want you to use a little bit of the cleanser on your arm. They put a little bit, wipe it off. Put a little bit of the day cream on your arm on the same spot, wipe it off. Put a tiny bit of the CC cream on that spot. And then, now you'll see why I'm doing this demo. I want you to grab a little bit of the CC cream and put it at a spot up above your arm where you didn't do the skincare. And you tell me the difference. And they're always like, oh, it just doesn't go in as much. It looks all cakey over here, where on the skincare, it just glides over the top. Because they think that they put that CC cream on, that their whole face is always going to look that way.
Yeah, and it's just CC cream. No.
And so if I'm
All of
closing
it
with
makes,
her,
you know.
if I'm closing with her and she says, I just want the CC cream, I'm not going to not sell it to her, but you just suggest, there's a power of suggestion, that's totally fine. You can get the CC cream, but remember that demo we did, that's not going to look as great, and I want to make sure that you're happy, and I know you said you have really dry skin, so I don't want the CC cream just like settling in and not looking flattering. That we've got to make sure you're on a really good skincare system. So is that something you'd all be willing to try? Is the skincare?
I forgot about that.
So you're just reminding them, and if you do that during the appointment, then you can go back and remind them of that.
The analogy I like to use too at my appointments is it's like a puzzle. You get different puzzle pieces, but they're not going to go together. If you get the full set, you're getting the full puzzle. So if you pick and choose, you're missing pieces out of the puzzle. It's not going to look as pretty. I mean, you're going to still see something out of the picture, but you're not going to get the full effect.
Well, I always use the example of, I heard this, I've heard myself, I've heard from other people, is when you're mixing and matching products and you're just getting the moisturizer, or just getting the CC cream, or just getting the cleanser, a lot of women use hodgepodge skincare. And so I say this just in the group, and I say a lot of women use a cleanser of this brand, a moisturizer of this brand, a foundation of this brand.
I'm sure we've all done that in here.
Yeah. And it's literally, this is the important part, it's chemical warfare on your face. Most of people, I heard this, that most of people's skincare issues is that they are using products that are not meant to be mixed and matched with each other. And so once again, that's why you go back to, you want to be on a skincare system that you're using the entire set to see the maximum benefits. So I want your skin to look its best. I don't, if you just buy the moisturizer, you're not going to get the full benefits.
You're not. That's what I try to tell people. So you always end up selling the full set to them because they know, oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And that always helps me, increase my sales. And then being confident, knowing like you can say, absolutely, I will sell that to you. Absolutely. I have that with me right now, and you can certainly have that. But I need you to know that you're not going to implement the product because it should go with X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? They're meant to be together. So it's okay to say that. And it took me a while to learn to say that. I was like, okay, and write it up, and here you go. You know what I mean? And now it's like I'm comfortable knowing that they work well together. And I love, I've been in long enough that I have before and after pictures for myself. And my mom's been in long enough that she has before and after pictures. And I like using others, but if you have your own, it's so much more powerful because they see yours and they go, oh, that's you. You're a real person. That's not photoshopped. I can tell that that's you. You know what I mean? And I love that. Like I sent Candace my legs.
Yeah.
Of the subtle tanning lotion that I sent to a lot of people and have already made sales on that because they're seeing my legs. One is white and one is subtly tanned and not shaven, but you can tell. Don't zoom in on that picture.
Don't get close.
No, but you can see it. And it's just a simple, thing that you can. But I like before and after pictures of myself to show people.
Okay, really quickly, because we got to wrap it up. So I know Abby had it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aubrey. I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
No, you're good.
So how do we tell them that the products are guaranteed?
Just say that.
Just say
Remember,
it.
they're 100% satisfaction
Yeah.
guaranteed. I say that multiple times throughout
During the appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that multiple times throughout the appointment.
Yeah.
That's when I'm talking about the follow-up appointment. I mentioned that multiple times. I always say the guarantee, and then that's a good point to say when you're like, hey, you know, so would you be interested in starting in the skincare? If you don't love it, remember you can return it and you can try it risk-free.
And you can return it.
You can remind them of that.
We can send do the whole
Yeah.
thing, and if you.
By the way, those of you
do
that are new, it does not hurt you if anybody ever needs to return a product. The first time it happens, contact your recruiter or me, but don't be afraid to follow up.
And let them know that too. Let your customers know that, because sometimes they're afraid that they're going to hurt you.
Yeah, that
Or
negatively
they're gonna,
affects you.
You know, especially if it's somebody that's close to you. They're like, no, I don't want you. Like my girlfriend, she lives up in Bailey. I told her that. And she's like, no, just keep it. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's really not. I really want you to be 100% satisfied with everything. So if you don't like something, you've got to tell me so that you're happy. You know, I
And I
don't want it
appreciate
in that drawer. That doesn't hurt, my business. But it might hurt my feelings if you keep it and didn't give it back to me. Not the other way around. You know what I mean? I don't want you just keeping it because money is not an issue or what, you know what I mean? Because it's not for her. But some people it is. But
That's why you
still,
call and check
yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why you
it
follow
is.
up. All right.
Sorry, Anna.
Oh, you're fine. So I just wanted to say a quick thing about sending to people who don't live here in the area too. I know you have probably tons of friends and family who live out of the area. I sent last month a bunch of facials in the bag out, followed up with them. Some people got back to me, some people didn't. But when the company does stuff like giving us these deals and these specials, the sale I got today right before the meeting was my old neighbor, and she tried the products. One of the little things wouldn't even open, so she goes, well, I didn't get to try that because it didn't open. So I want number 1, 2, and 4 of the set. And I go, I'm just going to tell you how this works, girl. And I just was completely honest. I was like, I want you to get the whole set. She said she didn't necessarily love the eye cream because it felt kind of cakey. And I was like, you have to realize that. I sent those samples to you a month ago.
Yeah.
The air has gotten to them. And then I explained to her like the little tip on the eye cream and how it smooths it on a lot nicer. But then I just reiterated over and over. I said, if you don't like it, you just let me know, and the company will not ding me for it. They do all of this for us. I said, it's the best company in the world. And the more you talk up the company too, then that's someone that you could potentially recruit. So it's everything is a stepping stone to the next potential. And you want to make sure that you're sending things out to people in full-size product. Don't be sending Section 2 products. Send them full-size products. Go to Amazon and get those little clamshells. Send them out. I send YouTube videos of exactly how to put it on your face because people are very visual. So I'll send them that, and then I'll send written instructions too. But I got that sale today specifically because she tried something I sent her a month ago.
Yeah.
I told her about the deal, and then she was trying to get out of a couple of the products, and then you just got to be honest. Be like, no, I want you to use all of this. Like, I'm not giving you $70 off for you to tell me what you don't want.
No.
The set. That's
And
not
just
how it
use it and
works.
try it. If you don't love it, you're not going to be stuck with it.
And that's the best part. It's just, it's not going to affect me negatively. The company loves us and does this for us.
And you just have to have confidence when you're talking to people. And a lot of you I know maybe struggle with the confidence part. Believing in the products that what?
I said, wait, you'll be pointing me out.
I wasn't pointing you out. I just haven't been looking at you. I know everybody in the room. I know that if your sales are low, it's usually because you don't have confidence and believe in the products, that believe, like Amanda just said, that they need this. That is literally going to change their face. That they deserve it and that they are going to see a radical difference in their skin. But if you don't believe in the products, then you're going to be, wimp out and not care enough about them, because it's not being pushy. It's caring enough about her that you want to have her see a difference in her skin. Right? And that goes back to our affirmations. So we're all going to become selling fools this week, right? So I hope this was helpful. Now it's time to go implement that. But like I started off the entire thing, change your mindset. Know that you're helping people. We have something awesome to offer. And I believe y'all are going to have $1,000 weeks this week. Let's do that. Let's affirm that. Yeah, I would affirm that why not have $1,000 week?
I would just challenge everybody after hours, like 9 p.m., go and do what Sam has done and go through your MK University on MK in Touch and get your product knowledge. Because
yeah.
when you know your product
You feel
knowledge
more
and you know what they're for, you're not intimidated to tell them.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're talking about. So I just say, if everybody who's going to career conference, go do your MK University and get your little badge on your badge. So we're all walking around as educated Mary Kay ladies in this unit, okay? Right. Including me.
Yes. Oh, by the way, those of you
It's
in
changed. If you did it a long time ago, it's changed since we've got new products out. So go back and do it again. If you did it months ago, go and do it again. We've got so many new products that have come out that you really should go and do it.